Alright guys, I'm coming through, I'm gonna be doing some more plating today, guys. I gotta get all of these little bitty bolts. Gotta get them plated so I can put the heater box and everything all back on the firewall on the inside and out. So I gotta plate these bolts up, guys. Alright, so I bought a brand new rectifier here, guys. So it was cheap, 40 bucks. The other one I got with the plating kit, I think it was messing up on me. So anyway, when I brought this right away, this ground wire, it was loose, so I had to tear the whole outside casing off, get in there, tighten that back up. So now I got to see if this thing is gonna work. I really don't know. I ain't never used it. Great, fire it up here in a minute. And it hooks up to the plating system, guys. So the red goes to my zinc bar, plate, or whatever you want to call it. So the red go to there, and the black goes to the bar that I'm gonna be hanging whatever I'm plating on. So also, guys, I got a little heater in here. It's just a little fish tank heater, and I got a fish tank air filter. I took the inside of the filter out so it helps circulate the water around, guys. I mean, the plating, when I plate, I might end up putting it on this end. That's what I normally do, but I'm gonna just see. So this is a more high voltage than the one I had. I think the one I had before was a 1 amp. I think this one is like 5 amp. So this one is, I think, is a little bigger. So here, guys, I got the blue chromate, and that's what I like doing most of these parts that I'm doing on this Wildcat in. So I got yellow chromate, kind of give it that goldish color. I'm not doing anything with yellow. I mostly use the yellow for, like, this here is a part that I plated the top of carburetor, so I use that for that. So I want to go from the plating. Well, I want to come here first. I got to get a different bucket, sit it back in here, but this is the cleaning solution. So I got to clean it first, rinse it. Then this is the muriatic acid. So I dip it in here, wait for all the bubbles to stop coming on it. Then I dip it here. So then after that is clean, acid treated. Then I move it to the plating. Then after the plating, I rinse. And then I come to my blue chromate. So that's the way the system works, guys. So right now I'm waiting on this to get up to temperature. So let me show you here. All right, so I got a little thermometer here, and oh, it's up to temperature now. So it needs to be 170. So it's up to temperature now. It's been, now once I stir this up, the temperature normally go back down a little bit, guys, because I'm getting all of that cleaner solution off the bottom, stirring it around. But it should be up to temperature now. See, it went down just a little bit there, guys. It's on went down 7 degrees, but that's fine. It'll be back up pretty quick. So then this solution here, as long as it's up over 60, I'm normally fine with that. The heater here, I want this up over 60. You know, the more the better. So all right, guys, so I'm gonna come in now and I'm gonna start cleaning these parts up. So let me come in here. So I got the sandblaster over there, guys. So I already sandblasted some of these parts that I wanna do. So like here, I'm gonna plate this. This is you know where that front emblem go. Josh, I gotta get a, I don't know if you still watch the channel or not, but I gotta get one of those emblems from you here pretty quick. So guys, what I normally do, these are starting to rust, but I normally just I need to get a different bar, but I have never done that yet. So normally guys, I just get a bar and come across there. So first off guys, I want to try to do a few just a few bigger pieces and some pieces that's not that critical for me right now, just so I can see how is this gonna work. All right. So I'm just gonna clean a few for now, guys. So you want to clean these for about 5 minutes. So let me go over here. I have a timer that I use. Normally guys, the sandblasting is so tedious, sandblasting all these little bitty parts, that I only sandblast. I try to take at least an hour out the day, hour out a day to sandblast, guys. So come in here and I'll be back after these parts degrease. All right. Like I say, this normally be closer, but this bucket rim is the wrong size, so I can't get it to fit in here. So I gotta tote this a little more distance than what I want to. So anyway guys, you don't have to do too much to that. Just rinse it, bring it across, and when I put it in here, let me cut the light on over here, you can see a little better. All right, so let's see if I can see in there. Well, these parts are cleaned up pretty good, because I don't see a lot of bubble coming off of them. All right, I don't see them bubbling, guys, so to me that means they're nice and clean and good. So I'm gonna just do a couple of these right now, guys. All right, so then I'm gonna hang them on here. See, like I said, I never used this before, so I'm trying to use a few parts that, you know, like I got a lot of these already plated, so I want to try to use something that I can't mess up till I get used to this regulator. So I just want to turn this up. And what I want to do, guys, well, I can see it's plating already. I don't want to burn it. I don't want to burn it, guys, so let me grab me some gloves here real quick. All right, so with the glove on, guys, I just want to put this in here. I could tell it's plating already. So it's plating already, guys. So I'm on, and I just got that, it's down pretty low. So let me set this plating for about 10 minutes. The other one used to take about 15, 20 minutes. Normally I had this whole rod filled up here, so I'm not plating that many right now, just so I could get used to using this, because I don't want to burn the parts, so I could tell it's plating. All right, and then I want to separate these two bolts here too. All right, guys, so normally I use thicker gloves for this, but I want to separate these two because they sitting right on top of each other, and I don't want them sitting on each other like that. So, all right. I'm gonna cut this up just a little more. There it goes. See how that's sizzling there? Cut it down just a little bit. That's how I want them to look when they're plating, guys. So guys, too, you don't want to overplate these. All right, so I'm gonna move this over, because like I said, I think I want it circling this way, guys, instead of just blowing there. Make sure I'm getting enough plating around there. So I'm gonna add a little bit of my zinc brightener. I'm gonna have to get some more of this stuff eventually here. Got a little bit of that zinc brightener. And a lot of times, guys, I run two of these in here, but I'm trying to see if I can get away with just running one. But I normally run two. And what I do then, I put another red jumper from there, and if this one is sitting over here, I run a red jumper over to that side too, guys. So I'm gonna see if I can get away with just using one, if I can get enough zinc coming off of there to do what I'm need to do. So also, guys, like here, when it's not plating the way it should, see that? I like to switch it around to the other, you know, move that bolt around and see if I can get it plating a little better like that. So all right, so this is just a rinse, guys, but I use distilled water, but I don't want to have to go that far in there to get these parts to dip. So I'm gonna just fill this up with distilled water. And then I want to open up my rinse here. And all of these parts, guys, all these parts gotta be sandblasted, guys. I'll get to them eventually. All right, so this one is done. So actually, before I'm gonna take that off, I'm gonna bring another piece over here, because if you let it if you don't have enough on there to burn the smaller, you know, the one part, if you got it cut up for a certain thing, so it'll burn the other parts. So I'm gonna just shake that off, and I just want to rinse this, guys. All right. So okay, I already see, like around here, I should have put this somewhere else. But let me see how this is gonna work. All right, so then I just want to come over here, and I normally just run this around about 15-20 times, guys. Just put it in here. Check it out. Now see, the better you have these parts sanded and rust free, like the flatness, the better off the part is gonna look, guys. All right. All right, guys, so it don't really matter what color wire I'm using for a jumper here. Just got to make sure that it's coming from one to the other. So I want to get a little bit more zinc going in here. I don't like how this is plating, and I normally plate with 2 instead of 1, so I want to put another zinc plate in there. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna move another. These are kind of smaller, so I'm gonna move about 3 of these. I don't like how that one's looking. Yeah, I don't like how that one. Wow. It's almost like it's burning them. I don't like that. All right, well, let me rinse these off and bring these over here. 1 and a 2, then I'm gonna remove this one. That one looks good, guys. It's plated. Shake it off, bring it over here, rinse it. Looks pretty good, guys. Like I say, the better, like if you buff these and polish these where it ain't got no scratches in them, the better they look, guys. But these are bumper bolts. I'm just trying to get some coating on these. A lot of them look really, really nice. I got quite a few different bumper bolts already done. But I do got the 70 Wildcat convertible that I want to get done eventually. So I'm just trying to, you know, these bolts I just sandblast and paint. But what I'm really trying to do is get the bolts for the firewall, all the bolts I need for the firewall plated over this weekend. And then yeah, see, that looks nice. All right, so I get them plated, and then I'll probably be done plating for a while. But I just sandblast what I see and go from there. So that's plated up there, guys. Looks pretty nice. All right, guys. So let me walk you through this. Like if I was gonna plate something. So I'm putting it in here for 5 minutes at about 175 degrees. And something else, guys, I let this cool down before I put the lid on it. What happened one time is that it took about almost a year. So I think I'm gonna change the buckets out every so often. But when I was putting the lid on it right away with all of that heat in there, well, it takes it longer to cool down, and the bottom of my bucket busted, and it got everything that I had up under there, which wasn't nothing but the stuff I dipped my carburetors in. It didn't mess nothing up because it's a cleaner, but it busted and I wasted all my cleaner. So I let this cool down. I let this cool down overnight. And if it was summertime and it was bugs in here, I would just kind of put the lid slightly on it, you know, where I wouldn't get a lot of bugs in it. But I don't really have a lot of bugs in here anyway, guys. But I will let that cool down first. I'm going to let it cool down overnight. So anyway, 5 minutes here. A quick rinse here. This is the rinse, cleaner rinse. Then over to the muriatic acid. Let it stay in here till I see bubbles start coming off of this. Once I see the bubbles stop coming, then I sit it in here. Now, one more thing, guys. If I'm over here plating already, what I do a lot of times, guys, I leave it in this water until I'm ready to plate in this rinse, you know. And it's the still water that I use, guys, for all my rinses. So I leave it in here so it don't start back rusting. So I could take it right out of here, and then I take the part over to the plating, hang it on the rod there. Normally plate for about 15-20 minutes. Some of the smaller parts, smaller bolts, I can do them a little, you know, you can get away with not doing them as long, and they turn out really nice, you know. So it depends. So then I rinse them here, and then I just take them like and just swish them around. Either, you know, I had black, but I didn't never like how the black worked. I think they got a new black out, but I just figure I'm not using it, you know. But I got the yellow chromate, like I said. So either I'm swishing it in the blue, this is blue chromate, like the dye or whatever, and then the yellow chromate. And this is the rinse bucket here for the yellow. This is the rinse bucket for the blue. Then that's the process, guys. So after these sit over here a while, I'll shake them all off again. You know, shake them off. And then, you know, when I'm doing a whole lot, then I put me hooks up along here where I can just stack them up, guys. But hopefully you can, yeah. Even the smaller bolts, guys, these are some fender bolts. Sandblast and paint them, guys, you know, original fender bolts, but they turn out really nice. So it's according to what you're doing. You know, like these are the clips. You know, you can't find those original clips no more. So it was a nice strong clip. So I just sandblasted. It's tedious. It's tedious, guys, but that clip is in good shape there now, guys. So that holds some of the trim on. So yeah. All right, guys, all things Buick, like, share, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in as always. All things Buick, guys. All right.